you're only open 6 months in a year or 7 months in a year?
4.
4 months in a year. Wow. So, anyway, thanks a lot.
Yep.
Good morning, early morning here in Pincher Creek. So, gonna start my day. Heading towards the US border. Border opens at 9 o'clock. It's right now 8:01 a.m. So, unfortunately, couldn't leave earlier because the border is closed. No point. So now I'm gonna just head off and see what happens. It's about 50 minutes to get to the border, the US border. 50 minutes of travel time, and it will take another 45 minutes, I would say, to get to St. Mary, which is the starting point, of course, of the trip. I just left the wonderfully luxurious Econo Lodge in Pincher Creek, Alberta, and now I am headed to my next destination, which is Glacier National Park in the US via the Going to Sun Road. And the plan is to head towards St. Mary. Anyway, this Highway 6, I thought it was in that direction, but apparently it's supposed to go in this direction behind me. So I'm going to take a U-turn from the roundabout and head south towards the US border. It's a nice clear day today. Look at the farm fields. It's just farm everywhere. This is where the prairie meets the mountain, and the mountain is behind me. Prairie is in front of me. All those windmills, if you can see that. So, yeah, giant U-turn from here. And see, okay. A little bit of haze in the air, a little bit of cloud in the air first thing in the morning. Oh, look at these deer, just wildly roaming around. Oh, interesting. On their own, just eating food. Yeah, that's wild Canada. In the city you've got deer, so. Okay, this is probably the smallest border crossing I have been on. This is the Canadian side over here, and that's the US side over there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 bikers ahead of me. So this line here, like this, coming from there, going like this, is the US border, US Canadian border. And it looks like I'm now in the US. Nope, no, just me. Just
No,
me.
they're not. Ontario.
Yeah.
Delta 0 Alpha 8. Where are you going?
I'm going to Whitefish eventually through going to the Sun Road.
Any guns or weapons on you?
Nope.
Fresh food?
Nope.
Alcohol, tobacco?
Nope.
When do you leave the US?
When do I leave?
Yeah.
On Friday. So I'm going all the way down to Yellowstone. So,
How'd it go?
thanks. Beautiful country.
Yep, enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's going to be closed up here soon.
I know. I heard. Yeah. You're only open 6 months in a year, or 7 months in a year?
4.
4 months in a year. Wow. So, anyway, thanks a lot.
Yep, have a good one.
Just gonna grab a quick snack before moving on. Oh, this looks good. Gatorade. Gatorade. Candy bar. Energy bar. Very good. I'm sure you don't want to hear me crunch, but jeez. Okay, this is the turning point for St. Mary, and let's go. very blustery out here in St. Mary. This is the small town of St. Mary. Just stopped over at a souvenir shop to get some magnets and some stickers. And from here, of course, it's on to Glacier National Park. So when you're headed south from the Canadian border and in St. Mary, you have to take a right at a certain point in the main road. There is some signage, of course, but as you take the right, you'll see some retail on the left, which is you cannot miss. And of course, there's a sign of Glacier National Park a bit further on to the right on the main road. Of course, you can't miss this, so you'll know you're going in the right direction. This is the entrance, and these are the rates. So for a motorcycle, you got to pay $30. For a 7-day pass, nothing less than 7 days is available, which is a kind of a bummer. It's not fair, but you know. Oops. Hello. So, I could pay by card?
Yes, there is a $30 entrance fee. It's good for 7 days.
Okay, I just need it for one. So, pay by card. How's the weather today
So,
up at Logan Pass?
it's going to be like this. It's hazy all over. It's
Uh-oh.
coming in from a fire in Idaho.
Oh, so it's not going to be that clear, eh? Oh, that's a pity.
We're supposed to get a little bit of rain tomorrow night and on into Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
That will clear it out.
Yeah.
So this is your receipt and also your re-entry pass. If you leave the park and want to come back in at any one of the entrances, just show that.
Got it. Thank you.
Have a map.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll take that for sure.
We have also a newspaper.
I'm okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
What is this stick for?
Oh, this is just if I want to mount this camera over there. Yes, so it's pretty handy because what happens is this is a 360 camera, so it can capture a 360 view. So I put it in the front. You can actually, it seems as if you're capturing me from with a drone from the front. So it's pretty cool stuff. Oh, small ones here. Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot. You have a great day. So just entering Glacier National Park. It's really blustery out here. Jeez. Finally, now I'm in Glacier National Park. Wow, check out those mountains on the right. Yeah, some pretty impressive peaks over here, and they kind of like loom large over you. The camera, unfortunately, the 360 camera flattens the image even more, so the mountains don't look as large as they actually are. But anyway, I was kind of like, this was the very start of the eastern side of Glacier National Park, kind of heading up to Logan Pass. It was okay, I wasn't too impressed.
It was a very windy and a kind of a hazy day because of the forest fires, and the wind kind of carrying them over to this side of Glacier. So it wasn't a kind of a wowing experience, but still like quite scenic and beautiful.
I will say that this place is immaculately maintained, so that is for sure. Look, but there's a lineup for the bathroom. Can you imagine that? If there's a lineup for the bathroom, it's too busy, right? And look at this guy. He just walked my whole...
By this time, the road gets steeper and steeper as you kind of like climb towards Logan Pass, and of course, you see a lot of cars parked on the side of the road, and people just getting out wherever they can park their cars to take pictures. I just found it extremely annoying that people were just slowing down, and there was pedestrians everywhere, and it was absolutely impossible to build any speed up. I was constantly in the first and second gear over here, probably a little bit into the third gear, I would say. But again, you get a clear stretch of road, and then all of a sudden somebody would come in front of you, or the cars would be there, like 5 or 6 of them going at a very slow pace. I get it, people are here on vacation and they want to take it easy, but I think there should be a limit on how many people should be able to use this road, because it kind of just loses its charm. That mountain right in front is Logan Pass. That's basically where Logan Pass is, and that mountain basically is the kind of like first look, I would say, from a distance at the pass. And once you kind of cross that kind of plateau at the base of that hill, you kind of like then find your way down towards the west side of Glacier once you cross the Logan Pass. And the other side, I would say, is much nicer. So if you want to ride along the going to the Sun Road, I would recommend you do it from west to east versus east to west, what I'm doing over here, because then you're closer to the edge on that side, and if you're riding a motorcycle, it's a lot more thrilling from that perspective.
Come on, bro, we can go faster than this. Even his windows are folded, yeah. How the does he know if I'm coming or going? Logan Pass, visitor, this is it? This is the pass?
So finally arrived at Logan Pass, and of course this is the kind of the visitor center, and you take a left turn from the next exit to kind of enter the parking lot of the visitor center. And of course over here you'll find some useful information if you want to go for a hike, do some camping, or just kind of like curious about some of the flora and fauna in the area.
On the left, there is an image of two ptarmigan. One ptarmigan is completely white, standing on thick white snow and blending in. The other ptarmigan is only partially white and partially brown, standing within a mixture of newly fallen snow and still visible brown rocks and earth.
These guys in front.
A speech bubble appears above the all-white ptarmigan's head, and it says to the other,
Ptarmigans.
"Come on over. The snow is great." A speech bubble appears above the ptarmigan with mixed colors, and it replies, "Not yet. I'm still changing."
This guy.
You're such cute label.
So finally done with Logan Pass, and now I'm headed towards West Glacier. Final destination, of course, within Glacier being Lake McDonald. The narrow mountain road twists and turns and kind of winds its way down the hill. You can see these stunning mountains around you. The vegetation is kind of sparse because of the altitude. There are no trees over here, but nevertheless, it's quite the stunning view, given how narrow the road is, and there's a sheer drop on one side, and you've got a steep cliff right next to you. It's quite the contrast when you think about it. It's like this wall right next to you versus this drop on one side. That mountain in the background, of course, is where Logan Pass is located, and I'm kind of like driving south from there. I rode Glacier National Park from east to west, but I would highly recommend riding it the other way around, just because you're closer to the edge in that case, and of course it's a lot more thrilling and exciting, especially for a motorcyclist. Of course, if you're of the faint-hearted, then you could do it the way I did it from east to west. After a lot of twists and turns, I finally found my way much lower and closer to my intermediate destination, which was Lake McDonald. I was accompanied by this beautiful stream throughout on one side, and it was a beautiful emerald green kind of water, and you could see the rocks. It was so clear. Finally arrived at Lake McDonald, which concluded the Glacier National Park portion of my Yellowstone trip. Of course, it's a beautiful lake, little bit smoky, the background, but hey, it's still stunning. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 4 of my Yellowstone adventure.